right, here we go. In three, two, one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, oh yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending when you're listening to this, depending when it's uploaded, all that. My name is Josh Jacko. I'm your host for This Week in Sports. I'm here with my producer extraordinaire, Caleb, my brother. And let's get right down to it. What a trip. I literally just got home from my trip to Toronto. Second time ever going to Toronto. And damn, was it ever a fun time. I went there for the Blue Jays, as I did the first time I visited Toronto. It was for the Blue Jays. And holy shit, it was quite the experience. Had so much fun, have so many memorable moments. And it's a trip that I'll never forget because of so many reasons. I get there, was there for 5 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, 5 days. Um, get there on Thursday evening. I was gonna get an Airbnb, but this hotel that I looked at, um, it was like competitively priced with Airbnbs, which you don't normally see, and it's really close to the Pearson Airport, the Toronto main airport there, and so here's the yeah, actually I forgot about this until right now. I get off the plane, I go to catch a cab to my hotel, which is only like a 10-minute drive, right, from the airport. Guess how much this fucking cab was, man? This fucking guy charges me $32 for this fucking cab.
Like 10 minutes.
10-minute fucking cab ride. He charges me $32. I think partly because he was hustling me, but also partly he showed me like a little map of like different zones that you go through, apparently.
Oh, okay.
But it was so close, and I'm sure cabbies do that with tourists, quote unquote tourists, right? They see where they can take advantage, and I'm not saying necessarily saying this is what Buddy did, but $32 for a 10-minute cab. I don't know about that. That's fucking. Anyways, that was the first and last time I took a cab there. Coincidentally, my buddy Kevin was also in Toronto. He's from Toronto, but he lives here in Edmonton, and he ended up picking me up Thursday night there, and we went downtown. We went right downtown Toronto because I was staying in Mississauga. I think that's where the airport is, and where I was staying was like I said, not too far from the airport in Mississauga. It's like a quote unquote suburb of Toronto. It's the way I described it is it's like the Surrey of Toronto, where it's pretty big land wise. It's a little old. It's kind of a little bit ghetto in some places and whatnot. Um, but anyways, yeah, Kevin picks me up. We go downtown. Felt like a tourist in my own country again, just cruising downtown, seeing the skyline, the CN Tower, Rogers Center, all of it. Took a shit ton of videos that first night. He ended up showing me Nathan Phillips Square, which has a big Toronto sign, and there's been movies filmed there. That's where the Raptors had their championship rally, was at Nathan Phillips Square. And the first time I went to Toronto, I never went and seen Nathan Phillips Square. I was literally like a block away and didn't even know it, because the first time I was there, I was by myself and I didn't have anyone to really show me around. And my boy Kevin, he's from there, so he knows his way around a bit. Went and took some pictures there, had a good time, had a few drinks, I picked up some beer and some Captain Morgans, and we were drinking that a little bit, or drinking the beers, smoking a little bit of weed because I was able to bring weed on the plane because we live in a fucking great country where that shit's not illegal, like it used to be. Now I can like bring weed on the plane, no problem, for domestic flights. And so yeah, we just had a good time. Chilled with Nathan Phillips, took some pictures, and then we went up. Like we walked all around downtown. We parked right down there, walked all over the place. It was a really good time. It was a good like little preview for what was to come for the weekend. Went and hit up Yonge and Dundas Square, I think it's called. It's like kind of their Times Square, Caleb, where like there's advertisements all over the place. I got a bunch of videos and shit, right? You'll see, yeah. Yeah, it's like kind of their version of Times Square, right outside the Eaton Center. We were gonna go check out the Eaton Center the next day, but there was so much shit to do. So yeah, he drops me off. I'm just trying to remember. Oh yeah. He dropped me off, and we're like, yeah, okay, we're gonna meet up tomorrow morning because the following morning was Friday morning. That was game one. That was the first game uh, the Blue Jays have had back in Canada in 2 years, and I was determined to get a ticket for that. That was like one of the main goals of the whole trip was to get a ticket for that because I had tickets for game two and three that I bought a week prior when they first went on sale, but tickets to game one sold out in like less than an hour on Ticketmaster and StubHub. They were asking for a ridiculous amount of money. Well, not ridiculous, but over market value, obviously. And I was trying all day Friday to purchase tickets on StubHub, but for some reason the website or the app was glitching, and wasn't letting me get tickets on StubHub. But that was a blessing in disguise because when it comes to Friday, I get up super early in the morning. I got up at like I don't know 6 or 7 in the morning, and I take the train downtown Toronto to Union Station, which is like their main station, right in the heart of downtown, and go right to the box office to see what's popping off right outside Rogers Center there. And unlike the first time I went to Toronto and went to the box office when I first thing in the morning, that time, like 5 years ago for the playoffs, there was like 50, 60 people already lined up waiting for the box office to open. This time, it was a ghost town.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, so what now, right? So I'm kind of scratching my head, and I'm like, what should I do? What should I do? The alcoholic in me had some Captain Morgan's packed in a water bottle because I bought like a big bottle of it, right? So I poured some of that in the water bottle to go. And so I just take a little stroll around downtown, find this park like that's like right next to the Rogers Center, kind of like this secluded park, just a tiny little like half block park. And so I'm just chilling there for a while. Got some videos there, really nice. Like the sun's just like right behind the Rogers Center. You'll make some good shit work with that, Caleb. I know you will. By the way, my bro's gonna edit some of these videos together to put a little montage together about for like what I experienced and how the trip was because I took a shit ton of videos. Anyway, I figured the box office opened at 10, so I walked back to the box office around 10, whatever 10:30, and still closed. No one really there. I see a CTV vehicle right out front there parked, and I see this other dude walking up. He's got the most awesome jersey. It's the red Blue Jays jersey. The name the name on it is 60 and the number is 9.
Nice.
Nice, right? I'm like, yo, this guy's got a sick jersey, right? So I'm seeing him walking up. We're kind of doing the same thing, and then CTV asks to interview him, and so they start interviewing him, and I'm just kind of like hanging around, seeing what's good because we're like the only there's only like 2 or 3 of us just walking around there, right? Waiting for the box office to open, and CTV interviews him, then gets to interview me because I kind of played producer too again while CTV was interviewing him. I was trying to hype Buddy up, right? I don't even know this guy. It's just a random dude, right? And trying to hype him up, and then the cameraman's like, "Hey, well, your turn," and I kill the interview, obviously, right? And then CT, the dude, the cameraman's like, "Okay, thank you." And then me and 69 start talking. I wish I could remember his name because this guy was awesome. This guy was a really cool dude, and we just get to talking. And I think, yeah, oh yeah. We just get to talking like what we're up to, why we're there. He's such a big Blue Jays fan, blah blah blah. And so we're like, you know what? We're not gonna. The box office isn't open right now. Like let's go do something. He's like, yo, there's a bar right down here called Hoops, and let's go there. I'm like, okay, all right, well, might as well, right? Go over to this bar just down the road. Um, it's actually a really good bar for downtown Toronto because most bars downtown Toronto, everything's like expensive and it's kind of bougie and shit. This one was like a straight sports bar and had good pub food, had everything, had good prices and all that shit. And So me and homie are just chilling there. Uh, I think we ordered some food and whatnot, and I don't know how it comes about, but the subject of smoking weed comes up, and homie 69, he likes his marijuana, as did I on this trip because I smoked a lot of weed on this trip. Let me tell you. He's like, "Yo, you want to go smoke a joint? I'm gonna go up to my crib." This guy lives like right downtown Toronto, like right in the heart, literally right across the street from Scotiabank Arena. I got videos of his balcony too and shit. Um, and he was telling me stories of like the Raptors when they were going deep, and when the whole road for like 10 blocks was packed with people for the Raptors being in the finals and winning the championship. And I'm like, oh man, I wish I was here. Wish I was here. Go up to his crib. Guy's got a fucking dope crib. He had the N64. He had all these games.
Nice.
He had your Xbox, man. He had a Street Fighter fucking arcade game as well.
What?
Yeah, dude, this guy was balling. And the craziest part of it all is he got all of this from playing poker. This guy was like a semi-professional poker player. And
Wow.
he was telling me that he had a penthouse right outside Rogers Center too before he got this place. And I'm like, what? You're literally the first person I've ever met that makes a living off poker. I've never met someone that actually does that. And the dude was he was born in '93.
What?
Yeah, yeah. He's
Man,
our
that's
age.
nuts.
That's nuts, right? And this guy fucking making bank off playing poker. So yeah, we smoked some joints up at his crib. And the funny thing is, he's like, "You want a Corona?" I'm like, "Sure." He's like, "I haven't drank in a year and a half, but I'll have one." I'm like, "What? Don't do it! Don't do it. You're gonna make me feel bad." But he's like, "No, it's all good. I want to drink tonight because it's the Blue Jays first game, right? So I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna drink." And he's like, "Yeah, COVID's been shutting down everything, right? And it's even worse in Toronto, where like we started to wear masks everywhere,
Yeah.
right? Everything we're inside, we started to wear masks, which is kind of weird because it was nice here. It made me appreciate what we had here. You don't have to put a mask everywhere you go. And so yeah, he was like, "This is my first time drinking in a year and a half. I didn't drink during all this pandemic." And I'm like, "Okay, well, cheers, man." And so we get our drink on, we get our smoke on, get really baked, and go back down to Hoops because we met up with my boy Kevin again, right? I told him to come downtown, right?
Yeah.
And so we met up with him at Hoops, and we had some beers there, just chilled out, had some food, and then went over to Rogers Center again to see if we can score some tickets. It's by then it's a little busier, and scalpers, these fucking hustling fucking pieces of shit. Um, they're like such d-bags, these scalpers, man, because they know that they have something that you want, right? So it's almost like they talk down to you and shit. And it's like, man, so what? You got tickets. Like, you're charging up the ass for them. So the box office wasn't selling tickets. They referred you to online, but everything online was sold out up outside of StubHub. But StubHub, again, wasn't working, right? I was trying to pay for like $90 tickets, $100 tickets. And just the app was fucking up. So I'm like, okay, well, shit. What are we going to do? And so my buddy, to cut the story a little shorter, because we were out there for like hours trying to figure out how we're going to get in the building. And I kept saying like, yo, I really, really hope we could actually get into this game. And 69 kept saying, we're getting in. I'm like, okay, man, you're from here, so I trust you. And so I think we just said fuck it at that point. Went back to the bar for another drink, and then at that point, oh yeah, my boy Kevin dipped because he had to go to dinner, and then I'm chilling with 69 at the bar, and he's like, "Yo, I'm getting tired. I think I'm gonna go up and pass out because it's his first time drinking in a year and a half, and we're smoking weed and shit."
Yeah.
So he dips, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, "Well, my whole goal is to get in this fucking building for this game. I'm gonna go back to Rogers Center, see what these scalpers are charging now. Go back over there. By this time, it's like super, super busy. It's like probably like half an hour till game time or something like that.
Wow.
I'm like, oh shit, it's crunch time. It's crunch time. Got to figure something out. And so I asked the scalpers. They're all like saying like $200 plus for tickets. I'm like, I'm not paying $200 to get in there. I can't do that. So I'm fucking like just chilling and kind of like a little bit stressed and like, damn, I got to figure something out. And then I somehow get to conversating with this group of other guys that were going into the game, and I don't know how it came up or how it was mentioned. I think I may have just mentioned like, "Yo, I'm trying to get in here," and these scalpers are charging like $200, blah blah blah, and they're like, "Well, our homie was supposed to come with us, but he bailed. There was three of them, and they were waiting for a fourth." I'm like, "No way." They're like, "Yeah, how much would you be willing to pay for a ticket?" I'm like, let's see what I got for cash. I got like $60 cash. I'm like, yo, I'll give you this right now. They're like, done. Oh, I'm like, no way.
What?
No way. I'm getting into the building. I couldn't believe it. It was like Christmas morning, better than Christmas morning, man. Like I was ecstatic, and these guys were just laughing because they're from Toronto and they've been to millions of games, right?
Yeah.
But I came from Edmonton for this shit. I kept saying, like, I came from Edmonton for this fucking shit. So you guys, like, I'll never forget your faces because I'm good with faces. I forget their names because I'm terrible with fucking names. But I got them on video too. Got these homies on video, and get into the building, and I'm like, no fucking way, I'm actually in here. I'm actually in here. The roof's open too. It's all sunny. It's a beautiful, beautiful Toronto evening, and we actually have some decent seats. It's in the 200 level, but it's first row, 200
Nice.
level. Right?
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It was mint. It was really, really mint, and it was so incredible. Jays won that game. The first game back in Canada. They had to have won. You'd think they got to win that for the people, right? And sure enough, they did. And I was just on top of the world for it. That one was the 6-4 final. It came down to it actually. The Royals made it close near the end of the game, but the Blue Jays prevailed. And I'm just trying to remember what I did after that. Because by that point I was kind of buzzed out after paying like $14 a beer and shit, and had a few of those. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm missing like a whole chunk of the story of that day too. Before going to the game, we finally went up to the CN Tower.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was actually it was ironic because you can see like right down into the Sky Dome, Rogers Center. You can like see the field, and I'm up there, and this is about like an hour before game time, so there's fans already in there.
Oh wow.
Batting practice is going on, and I'm like, "Fuck, am I actually gonna make it in there?" So that was a big chunk of the story I missed going up to CN Tower, and that was amazing. But in my mind, like actually making it into the ballpark was like the highlight of the night, and so yeah, after looking down into the Sky Dome, kind of doubting that I was gonna make it, I finally fucking make it in there, and then yeah, I think I just take the bus back to Mississauga. Ended up passing out on the bus, missing my stop,
Oh no.
so I had to take a lift, which is like it's way more popular than Uber there. I don't think even Uber operates there. I'm not. I never heard any Uber. I never seen any Uber there, but Lyft. So I had to take a lift back to the hotel, and then that was the Friday. After somehow getting into the building, after going up to the CN Tower, meeting this guy that lives right downtown fucking Toronto, seeing an amazing view of it, getting some stories from him of how like the Raptors was, or the Raptors rally and shit were, and so game 2 for Saturday, I already had tickets, so I wasn't worried about that, right? So I just go downtown, pretty much go like right to Rogers Center, I believe. I don't want to miss any part of the story because I feel like there might be some little details missing because I was drinking the entire time, obviously, and But yeah, game 2 was awesome. We fucking destroyed. Excuse me. We destroyed the Royals 4-0. And oh my god, it's so much fun watching these games. So much fun. Like Major League Baseball games will never get ever get old for me because there's not only are they rare for someone from Edmonton to watch, they're also like watching them on TV is one thing, but then witnessing the real thing. Like for example, watching like a home run and knowing it like no one gets a home run right off the bat is the no better feeling because you hear it first of all, right?
Yeah.
And then you just see it fly, and you're like, "Oh, that's gone." And there was a few of those, like the Blue Jays hit a few dingers over the weekend, and some of them were like no doubt shots, and that's another big highlight I'll never forget. Just watching these no doubter home runs just leave the ballpark, and the crowd go crazy, and everyone like high fiving each other and shit. Even it almost felt like it was pre-COVID, and it was fucking incredible. So that was the Saturday game 2. And the game 2 that was 3:00. It was a 3:00 local start, and well, game 1 was 7:00. Game 2 was 3:00. And so by the time the game was over, it was only like 6-7 o'clock or whatever. So I hit up the bar again because I got a coupon for a free appetizer, pre or post game. And so I went to this place called, I think it was called Fox on John, or yeah, something like that. And had a drink, got some free food, and somehow even got like more drunk. Like Saturday was the day I got like the most drunk, and believe it or not, I ended up passing out on this like random bench downtown Toronto, dude. Yeah, so like I just like I was tired, I could tell, right? Because I was blazing all day, and I was also drinking all day. So I remember laying back like this, like just my feet on the ground and just laying straight back on this bench, and I passing out on that bench for a couple of hours, I think.
You have your wallet on you, or
I had everything on me.
and you still have everything?
I still have everything. I had my jewelry on.
Oh my god!
I had my jewelry on. I had my backpack with me, but I think the way I like had the backpack on me, no one fucked with me.
Yeah,
which was awesome, because I mean, not only me, I'm like a pretty big dude, but I was also dressed pretty nicely, and if someone was just passing, they probably just thought I was like laying down for a second.
right.
But I think I was out for like, because I looked at the lift at the time I got the lift, it was like 3 a.m, bro.
Oh my god!
Because I was like, okay, I woke up, I'm like, what the fuck, right?
Yeah,
And I have a habit for passing out like randomly like that.
you do.
I'm an old man like that. And here's the funny thing: game 1 on the Friday, I forgot to mention this too. I keep forgetting shit about on the Friday. I passed out at the game for like just a short period of time. I'm sitting on my seat, and I'm like all tired, right? And I'm fucking sleeping. And then security wakes me up, and they're like, "We're just making sure you're all right." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm good. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I just had to rest my eyes. Peace." And just fucked off, right? So Friday, passed out of the game for just a little bit, not even that long. Then Saturday, randomly passed out on this bench. Can't remember where it was. I could look it up. It was on Bremner Street or something, because that's where the lift picked me up.
Is it? Well, it's a pretty decent neighborhood, I guess. Then.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's downtown Toronto, so there's a lot of eyes and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, no one's gonna like.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised the cops didn't come or nothing.
Yeah, weird, eh? Right?
Well, God bless the people of Toronto.
That's right. So yeah, I took a lift back to Mississauga. Here's a funny thing: the lift from Toronto to Mississauga cost me $36. The cab from the airport, 10-minute cab to fucking fuck cabs in Toronto. Take the lift. So yeah, I passed out in T-Dots right downtown on Saturday night. Got back to my hotel It's funny though. I pass out again in the lift, right? Obviously, because I was still tired. And by the time I get up, he like dropped me off like across this random bushy ass field from my hotel. I didn't really know where I was, right? Because he just woke me up and he's like, it's right here." I'm like, "I think so. I think." He's like, "Okay, well, yeah, blah." I got out and I'm like, "Oh shit, it's way over there." So I had to walk across this fucking field to get to my hotel.
Mosquitoes?
No, man,
No?
no, I didn't actually get eaten alive
You
at
heard
all.
it here, folks. They got mosquitoes in Toronto.
Oh, I wish. Well, maybe I don't know. I haven't got eaten here though either. Are mosquitoes done? Hopefully they are. Hopefully there's no mosquitoes ever again.
I'm getting bitten, so.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh shit. So, anyways,
They're getting picky.
yeah, I think so. Yeah. So, yeah, that was Saturday night. Pass out. Go back to the hotel. Pass out. The Sunday game was at 1:00, so it was a little earlier. And I wake up at like 10:30, 11:00. I'm like, oh shit, 'cause it takes like an hour to get downtown almost, right? I'm like, oh fuck. I wanted to make a sign for game 3 too, but I didn't have time, right? I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta get going. So I showered really quickly, got my shit on really, really quickly, and like got out the door within like 15 minutes of me waking up, 20 minutes of me waking up.
How are you getting downtown at that point?
I'm walking to the Malton station, which is also which is a train station and a bus station, but during the weekends it's only a bus running downtown. So I'm walking there. It's like a 20-minute walk or so.
Yeah.
But it's nice. I like walking in new places because
Yeah.
I mean it's a nice summer day, and I mean I drink so much I got to do some sort of exercise. So like I did a shit ton of walking this weekend.
Yeah.
Like a shit ton of walk, not just like from a hotel to there, but like also downtown.
Well, yeah, and walking in
everywhere.
a new city is so novel.
Oh, it's awesome, dude, right? It's
Yeah.
literally the best way to experience a new city is just walking around.
Yeah.
And so I get downtown, and just before game time, I get there like at, I don't know, like 12:30 or some shit. And fuck, every time I keep thinking of like my trips downtown, and I met so many cool people that I coincidentally seen after the fact. Like I think it was on the Saturday game, I met these people same age as me. They gave me a beer on the bus, and I ended up seeing them after the game too, coincidentally.
Sick.
I'm like, I know you guys. What up, right? And they're so friendly. Sports fans are so friendly, unless you're the opposing team and will slap you out, right? No, but for the most part, my experiences in sporting events in Canada have been like positive, like really, really positive. And so yeah, I get there in the nick of time on Sunday, get into the game. We had a new pitcher on the mound, and he was killing it. Cheerios, I think his name is. Not Cheerios, Cheerios, something like that. And he rocked it. We won. We swept them. So game 1, we beat them 6-4. Game 2, we beat them 4-0 on Saturday. And game 3, we took it to them 5-1. So we won all 3 games I was there for. And yeah, it was just an incredible experience.
Yeah, that's got to feel great.
Oh, it was so good. And like I said, just watching those dingers, and then not only watching the dingers go from the Blue Jays, but also watching our pitching prowess and how well our pitchers were able to execute was actually quite impressive to watch live. And the roof was open all 3 games, minus for like an hour. They closed the roof. I think it was on Saturday's game. They closed the roof, and something they never ever do is they opened it back up, which was amazing to see. Because the first game I ever went to, first MLB game I ever went to was that playoff game in Toronto, and they had the roof closed. They always have the roof closed for playoff games. It's dumb, stupid rule, but they want like the most even playing field, even if it's a nice day, they'll have the roof closed.
Isn't playing fields in the MLB like one of the most uneven things?
Kind of. Well, the size of it, yeah. I know. It's dumb, but the first game I ever went to, the roof was closed. So the fact that all 3 of these games that the roof was open, minus like an hour when they closed the roof on the one game, it was was awesome just to look up and see the CN Tower there, and yeah, I'll never forget it. I'll never ever forget it.
Hold on, we got to double back to this as a sports noob here. Are the length of the outfield in every field different?
Yeah, not two stadiums are the same. They're they're
There's
all the sizing of the like the distance from home plate to center field, distance from home plate to left field, right field. It varies in every single ballpark.
what?
It has to be within a certain amount, obviously,
Right. Yeah.
but like the Green Monster in Boston,
Yeah.
that big green wall.
Yeah.
I think it's only like 310 or 290 feet to the foul pole, or 310 feet to the left field foul pole.
So fairly close,
Fairly close,
but it's tall.
but it's super tall.
Right.
And Fenway Park actually has the weirdest dimensions because there's a triangle in the center field that goes out to 420, and then the pesky pole they call it in right field, the foul pole is 290 feet away, which is the shortest distance in any ballpark from home plate to the wall, and then just like it jets way out, like it's weird dimensions.
Yeah.
Sky Dome, Rogers Center is pretty even. It's 100 meters to each foul pole, which is 338 feet, I want to say, if I remember correctly. And then center field is like an even 400 feet, and it's kind of just like an even circular wall ish.
The respectful Canadian thing to do.
That's right. Make it even. Come on. But yeah, I've been to. Fuck, now I got to like recount. I've been to almost 10 MLB games, and from someone from Edmonton, I don't think too many people from Edmonton can actually say that. So I'm really proud of that, and the fact that I got to see the Blue Jays sweep the Kansas City Royals was awesome. We're back in the playoff picture now. We're only, I think, 3.5 back of the wild card. Well, that was before today's loss. We actually lost today against Cleveland. I watched that loss at the airport. It's because I wasn't there. But you know what? I actually could have went to that game and still made my flight because my flight was delayed today.
Shoot.
Yeah, whatever. Next time. I want to go back. I literally want to go back to Toronto if the Toronto Blue Jays make the fucking playoffs in October. I'm gonna go back for another game. And then so yeah, went to the games Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Went to all 3 games. Thank God I was able to go all 3. I'm so thankful for it. And then today, Monday, went to the Hockey Hall of Fame. Incredible, dude. The memorabilia they have in there. Oh, they have a Gordie Howe, Wayne Gretzky exhibit now, where it's just dedicated to them two, right? Because Wayne Gretzky's idol was Gordie Howe, and they have like a whole exhibit about it now.
Wow.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, I took so many videos of it, but the videos never do anything justice, man. You got to be there and witness this shit. That's why I mentioned earlier, watching the games on TV is nothing like being there.
Yeah.
That goes for pretty much anything, unless you're like making a movie or some shit, right?
Right.
And so, seeing that exhibit, they had so much Gretzky memorabilia. Oh, they have like all his sticks from all his record-breaking goals and shit.
No way.
Gordie Howe's, Wayne Gretzky's.
Wow.
They have a bunch of their jerseys, their All-Star Game jerseys, their Canada Cup jerseys. They have so much. Their gloves, their skates. They have all the equipment from Gretzky's final game and the New York Rangers. They have the sticks that Gordie Howe used. You look at these hockey sticks, you're like, what the fuck? This guy was that good with that? Gnarly looking things,
really?
Man. Yeah, dude, these fucking weird looking sticks, man.
Like the sticks we had in gym class, like
no
the wood handles and the plastic.
No, even more fucked up than that, man. Like
really?
Just straight like solid wood. The blade is like perfectly squared off on the end. The taping is all weird. It's like straight old school shit. Like
wow.
Gordie Howe started playing in the 40s. I had no idea.
Right, yeah.
From the 40s, and his last game, his last NHL game was, I believe, in the 80s, but he also played in the 90s, one game for a minor league team, and they marketed it as a 6 decade. The only player to play in 6 different decades.
What?
What is right? He played his last NHL game when he was 52.
In what year?
I think it was 87 was when he retired. But then he played in 97 again, like one shift or something, or like one game with this minor league team, and yeah, the only player in any professional sports to play in 6 decades, which is fucking unbelievable. So there was that exhibit, and then there was a bunch of other memorabilia. I seen. This is my second time to the Hockey Hall of Fame because the first time I went to Toronto, I had to go stop in there and see it. But I kind of skimmed through it a little quicker the first time because I knew I was going to be back. Right? I was like, I'm going to come back, so I may as well save some. And dude, there's so much shit to see, man. There's so much memorabilia there, and yeah, they have all the teams represented. They also have another exhibit to the double IHF international hockey. So there's teams jerseys in there that I didn't even know had a team like Israel, India,
Wow.
fucking like Iran and shit have teams.
What kind of dude you got to be in in India or in Iran to be playing hockey?
Or
Yeah.
like I seen Australia
Yeah.
had a team. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's so nuts. They probably only have like 3 rinks in the whole country.
Yeah.
And so yeah, they have that. They have a kind of a exhibit dedicated to
Well,
international
how many
hockey.
rings they have in India, man?
Right?
Like, I mean, it's like a lot of people there, but like, who in India is playing hockey?
Who exactly,
Yeah.
man? Oh man, like that's only just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many other teams that
That's so cool.
so many countries that I didn't even know had teams.
Wow.
Yeah, so I took a video of all those jerseys.
Nice.
Yeah, and there's like dozens and dozens, separated in a few videos. And what else did I see? I seen so much shit. Oh man, like they have like displays for everything, man. Like indigenous players, black players, women's hockey.
Nice.
Like yeah, the inclusivity. It was awesome, man. Like just reading up on some of this shit, and like I spent like felt like I was in there all day, and I only read like I don't know, just a small portion of because every piece of memorabilia has a placard describing it, when it's from, where it was from, the significance of it. So you can only, I mean, you got to be in there for like 2 days to read every single thing. And they also had a lot of Team Canada memorabilia.
yeah.
They had Sidney Crosby's gloves, stick, and puck from when he scored that golden goal in Vancouver in 2010.
Right.
They have the net there too.
Really?
Yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Damn, I didn't know they took the nets.
Oh yeah. They also have the net from Gretzky's 802nd goal,
Nice.
that was the goal that he broke Gordie Howe's record.
Right.
And they got the net and 802 pucks all stacked up in the number 802. It's pretty cool.
You think all those pucks are from the goals?
No, they're not. They're
okay.
Hockey Hall of Fame pucks, but they do have the puck that actually did it.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess when it's so significant, they put that aside.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's almost every significant moment in hockey, a piece of equipment goes to the Hall of Fame. So there's a lot of stuff there. So any of y'all going to Toronto, and even if you're just a casual hockey fan, go to the Hall of Fame, you'll be blown away by the stuff they have in there. Then I went up to the trophy room. Oh my God, they like this? Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful room, man.
Yeah.
And that's where they'll still have all the plaques of every person in the Hall of Fame. Right? They have a plaque of everyone in there.
Yeah.
And they have all the trophies. And they have Lord Stanley's cup. Oh, and they have the cup vault. They call it where like the cup used to have been like it was like a vault.
Yeah.
And they have like the original cup, like the tiny little cup. And they have,
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have a lot of shit in there. They have like Stanley Cup rings in there, and they have some of the rings that go around the cup with the
Right.
people's names on it because they have to take them off because so many teams have won the cup now, right? So they have
Yeah.
to keep replacing them.
Yeah.
So they have those in there as well, and I got a video of it all, and I just wish the videos like did it justice. I mean, it's worth watching worth watching what they have in there. But you gotta go witness it for yourself. And yeah, the Stanley Cup was in there, and it was just incredible to be part of all that history. And I would have stayed in there longer if I would have known my fucking flight was going to get delayed. But I was about to say there's no way of telling, but nowadays you can look up online and check in online, which I got to start doing on these trips, checking online. And
Sure, there's an app.
well, there is. Well, yeah, you can like check in on the website. I'm pretty sure, and they'll let you know if it's delayed or whatever. And but next time. So that was my day today. Oh yeah, I finished it off by after going to the Hall of Fame. I grabbed a beer and a little boot Mickey and went down to the beach where my first game ever. I met this random couple, and they showed me Lake Ontario, which I didn't know was just steps away from Rogers Center, like a block away, 2 blocks away.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and there's like this little beach right there. And so I went back there today before I left and just had a beer and just reminisced on the amazing trip I had. And then I had to jet real quick to catch my train to the airport. I wish I would have known. I really wish I would have known my shit was delayed because I would have took my time. But those things happen. Flights always get delayed out of the EIA, Edmonton International. There's always delays. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, got back and got one hell of a trip for the ages. And I'm so, like I said, I'm so thankful that I was able to make it to all 3 games. I was even more thankful that the Blue Jays swept. Excuse me. And all in all, was an amazing weekend. Some sports news now, though. Enough about my trip. Big sports news, actually.
And finally to this week in sports.
Yeah, finally, exactly.
42 minutes in.
Yeah, are we already 42? Damn. This is big news, though. Big fucking news. Kyle Lowry, signed with the Miami Heat. Played for the Raptors. Got us was there on a championship team. Considered the greatest Raptor of all time. He's now gone. I can't say I'm surprised though because there's been rumblings about him leaving since like halfway through the season, and I thought he was going to go to Philadelphia, back to his hometown, but he's going to Miami. So, thank you, Kyle, for all the memories. Thanks for helping us win a championship, and you'll be missed, but you'll always be a Raptor in my mind because ever since I started watching basketball more frequently, he's always been one of the best. He's like a 6-time All-Star. He's played for us for like 9 years, and I wish him all the best. Olympic news. I think Team Canada is playing in the soccer final tonight.
Yep.
I got to see if that's on. Because
gold medal,
baby, the gold medal game, shit. Your women's soccer team. Oh, the women are still killing it for the Canadians. And oh yeah, in the Hockey Hall of Fame, dude, they have like gold medals and shit in there. They have like medals from Sochi and everything. Oh, it was amazing to actually see them. So go Canada. If I'm not mistaken, they're playing tonight. I missed the men's 100-meter final. Sprinting because
what's his name?
Andre DeGrasse got bronze.
Yeah,
but he put up his best personal best time.
Yeah,
he still only got bronze.
It's crazy.
It's crazy how fast these fucks are.
Yeah.
But shout out to Andre DeGrasse. Much love for representing Canada. It's funny, like I had such a crazy weekend that I wasn't even able to watch it live. I just got the highlights and whatnot and the notification, and I'm like, no way, he got bronze. Damn, because I was expecting him to get gold, but can't be the best all the time unless your name is Usain Bolt. Holy shit! Another basketball news. Going back to basketball. Not only did Lowry go to the Miami Heat, those details haven't been released yet, but Trey Young of the Atlanta Hawks agrees to a 5-year, $207 million maximum extension. That's 207 over 5 years. That's what is that? That's fucking like 40 million a year. Holy shit!
Wow.
It's like 41 million a year. These contracts are getting ridiculous. Like damn. Garrett Cole's got COVID. That's the Yankees ace. It's crazy that I guess people's guard gets down after, restrictions get lifted a little bit, and even these professional athletes can catch the vid. Oh yeah, well we lost Norman Powell. I'm like switching sports. I'm going from like baseball to basketball, but the Raptors lost another part of our team. Norman Powell agrees to a 5-year, $90 million contract with the Portland Trailblazers, which is actually pretty significant for him. I have a feeling that he agreed to that because, hate to say it, we weren't going to pay him that, even though he was a big part of our team. But it's a business. It happens. I mean, if the Oilers can trade away Ethan Bear, I guess anything's possible. A lot of free agent signings in the NBA, obviously, considering that's the time of their year. I want to know when this gold medal game is, though. I think it's tonight. And other sports news, not much going on, actually. It's just baseball on right now in the Olympics. China, United States, they're killing it as they always do. I seen the medal totals today, and I'm like, holy fuck! Like they have like athletes in every sport that can like win, which is crazy, man. Like how much they actually put towards their athletics, and I mean, part of it is they have a higher population, but like China, for example, holy fuck, they have 29 gold medals, and it's only halfway through. They have 63 total medals. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! United States has 22 gold medals and 66 total medals. What? Yo, good on Japan though for staying top 3. They have 18 Olympic champions.
Wow.
So good for them. They have 34 medals in total. And Australia, nice. Australia's number 4 with 14 gold and 33 total medals.
It's all those surfers.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's summer year round there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
As it is in a lot of parts of the states.
Yeah.
And Japan has to put on for their home. They got to put on for the home crowd. China, I don't know. They just got some fucking crazy fucks in ping pong, I guess. No, I always associated ping pong because whenever I watch like these ping pong finals and these ping pong matches in the Olympics, it's always these Asians going harder than I could ever imagine at ping pong. Like their reflexes are absolutely out of this world.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's like Forrest Gump on steroids.
Yeah.
Like it's so crazy. Canada, 14th overall. We have 3 Olympic champions and 14 total medals. That's 4 silver, 7 bronze. I have a feeling we're going to add a gold medal tonight.
Hoping so. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I'm still assuming that that gold medal match is tonight. I'm going to look it up as soon as I'm done here. And go Canada, go. Oh, there was rumors about the Heat taking Lowry a couple days ago, too. Just had such a crazy trip that I haven't been able to keep up completely with all these sporting events and whatnot. Like I said, I missed the 100 meter final, which I really wanted to watch in men's sprinting. But all in all, it was worth it because I had an amazing trip. I'm glad I was able to share some of my stories here for, you 2 or 3 listening, and 2 of us are named Josh and Caleb. And I just want to have it documented though, so I can look back on it and listen and be like, okay, oh yeah, that happened. Even though I feel like I missed something here and there, but those were all the major highlights. And I cannot wait to go back to Toronto. It's an amazing, amazing city. It's huge, bro. It's fucking huge, man. And it's got all the vibes of a big city feel. And especially today, like downtown was busy as fuck today, like busier than the rest of the weekend. And there was also a Jays game going on. That, I mean, I went to 3, so I can't complain. But I feel like if I went to this one, maybe we would have won. But whatever. Go Canada, go in the Olympics. Go Esks, go. Going to the Eskimos game on Saturday, if all goes well. And I think that is all. No big news in hockey, really. Not with the Oilers. Football, yeah, football starts soon. CFL at least. A lot of signings in basketball. Jays are picking it up again. We have a huge series coming up against the Red Sox, and if we can take 3 of 4 from the Red Sox, we'll be right there with them, and we'll be in good shape for the final stretch to make it to the playoffs, and hopefully I can go to Toronto again, because, the first time I ever went there was for a playoff game, and if I get that opportunity again, I'm going to take it. This has been another edition of This Week in Sports. But before I let all y'all go, for you true diehard listeners, been listening for almost an hour here, got the final keyword. Keyword number 5 for this gift card from, I don't know, West Ed or something. We'll figure it out. As long as you have all these keywords. Oh, I would recap them, but that would defeat the purpose of you listening to the other episodes. So, keyword number 5. Final keyword. I actually almost forgot about this, but thank God I got a good producer here that knows what's good. Okay. The final keyword here will be we'll call it downstairs. For all you people that don't know how to spell, DOWNSTAIRS. That's your final keyword. Number 5, 4, 3, 1, 2. Gotta label these, or else I'm gonna forget what they are. So, final keyword, downstairs. You write all these keywords down. Submit them to me via Facebook, I guess. I don't know. If you're a random listener that doesn't even know me from Facebook, shout out to you. I might just give you a prize. But if you don't know me on Facebook, add me. My name's Josh Jacko. Simple as that. And just give me an ad. If I don't respond to your ad, maybe leave a comment.
Right? Yeah, there should be. If you leave a comment saying that you don't have our contact,
we'll find you.
Then we'll reach out to you, send you our contacts for those keywords.
Yeah,
and then you'll be entered in.
That's right. And then we'll do. I think we'll do the draw or something next episode, or maybe we'll just announce who's all the 2 or 3 people, if there's 2 or 3 people in this contest. This is basically just thank you for listening to the start of this, and show you that we have loyalty to our listeners, our listeners, depending on the episode, I guess. But yeah, if you have all the keywords, give me a message on Facebook with all of them. If not, just leave a comment on the comment section on YouTube. Not saying the keywords. Don't say the keywords. Just saying that you need our contact info, and we'll get a hold of you, and we'll enter you in the draw if you have those keywords. And it's gonna be for like a $50 gift card. Though it won't work if you like if you have like a listener in fucking like Uzbekistan or some shit. We'll have to figure something out to get them the money. But thank you for listening. Another edition of This Week in Sports. Go Canada, go.